Everybody, welcome to the TruBadger channel. We're so happy to be here. Today, we really have a special AMA. Instead of me answering questions through this process of launching TruBadger, we've made a new great friend with Brook. We call him BW, so that's what he goes by if you guys are on Telegram or on any of our other social media. And one of the things that we love about TruBadger, it is attracting some of the most incredible people out there. So BW and his partner AM, they connected with us. They found their token. As a matter of fact, we're going to ask him how he found it, who brought him to it. But they found it, and we're going to get into why they're excited about it and why they decided to reach out to us and be a part of it. We're just grateful that they have, because it's people. You guys will see, if you look at some of maybe the old recordings that I've done over the last 5 years, even prior to us really launching TruBadger, community is the key to success. If we want a better world, if we want things to be better for each of us, it's about coming together in community. Communities with a common purpose and a common goal are the most powerful communities out there. And we have a common goal with the TruBadger community. That is to drive value for TruBadger, which then creates wealth for TruBadger holders. That's simple, right? And so we're going to build a community of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions of people that are all on that pathway. And the reason why we're going to accomplish that is because of people like BW. So BW, welcome.
Hi, Peter. Lovely to be here.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? And you originally from England, now you live in Belgium. So just give us a little background on yourself.
Yeah, so that's what you just said. I'm from England, but I live in Belgium. I've been here for about 20 years. I've been into crypto for the last 4 years. The reason was because I think, people, we live like all creatures on earth. And there are 3 reasons that we're alive, and it's to live, to enjoy life, and to love. And I've noticed that people, human beings, don't really do that as much as they should be doing. We're all slaves to society, slaves to our boss. You work and work and work until, you're at the age to retire. And then usually you don't have enough money to enjoy life to the fullest. And I think crypto is one of the answers to solve this. And that's how I got into it. And I've been part of many other tokens as well, which attracted me to, the ideas behind it, especially when you look at other tokens with the deflectionary tokenomics. And then I was on Digibot, and I was listening to Doug every week, and he's become like family. He probably doesn't know me and see me that way, but I listened to all his videos, and then I heard about this new fantastic coin that was going to be coming. And what I really, 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 really like about this coin is the team. And if I look at all the other tokens there are, I see something different here. I see a team that is willing to reach out their hand and help anyone, and not just the geeks, not just the computer tech guys, but anyone who's willing to take that step and get into crypto at this moment, whether they be 90 years old or whether they be living on a farm. You guys are there to help them and bring them every step of the way to become a part of this amazing thing. So that's how I got into it.
I think that's one of the exciting things about what we're doing. So I think because it is a decentralized application, people think that it's supposed to be all computers, very little, if any help at all, right? It's like, go figure it out on your own. That's at least what I've noticed in the crypto space. It's like, here's our project. Okay, I want to get involved. Well, you figure it out, right? Maybe somebody might, you might go find somebody with a Reddit thread or something that might help you through the process. Instead of saying decentralization doesn't give central authority, but that doesn't mean that people can come in that can't come in and be that help with it. What's your thoughts on that, BW?
Yeah, I think, it is a big threshold to get past when you look at the articles in the newspapers and things in the media talking about Bitcoin just dropping and people losing all this money, and Elon Musk just tweeted something which makes everything, so people are watching this and they're sitting there thinking, oh, I'm glad I didn't invest in that. Whereas I think it should be more accessible to everyone. And I think where we are now in the crypto world is kind of where we were in 1995, 1996 with internet at home. You know, you had two people in the street that had an internet connection and it was dial up with the and now everyone has internet on their smartphone, everyone has internet at home, and it's you know, Wi-Fi. And I believe in 10 years or sooner, this is going to be the same with cryptocurrency. And the people that are pioneers that get in now, I mean, some people think, oh, it's too late because Bitcoin's already, you know, it's been at $60,000. And, you know, if I got in there in 2011, I'd have been a millionaire, but billionaire even, but not now. But that's the whole advantage with tokens like this. If you see at the moment, the current price of TruBadger, you can get about 6 billion tokens for about $100. So, I mean, if that goes to a level of you know, even times 10, times 20, times 30, you've got a lot of money, and you only invested your $100 in it. So yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, and I think, you know, one of the things that we'll end up doing, just like during the dot-com boom, there were some people that invented companies, a few investors who made money, but really it was the rich got richer, right? That's the object of it. And maybe some people got better jobs, right? And maybe got some stock options. And then in the real estate crash, 2008, right, in the US, the rich got richer, right? Because everybody lost their properties, they bought them. I think that at this point in the crypto space, either we're going to relegate this to the wealthy people, or we as people are going to share with their friends and family, get them involved, have them take a position. I mean, we know there's only a limited quantity of Bitcoin out there. We know that, you know, that in the end, just like in the dot-com days, lots of companies started. 20 or 30% of those companies are still around today. They're the Amazons and the, you know, the price lines and those companies where people have made fortunes in. It's easy to say that the entire economy is going to be tokenized, meaning your favorite pet store at some point is going to use some type of tokenization. Might be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Your favorite bicycle shop, right? You guys love bicycles in Belgium, right? Lots of bicycles, right? So they're going to be tokenized. So if you see that trend taking place, then for me, at least, it makes sense for people to get involved now and not wait, because they'll use it anyway. Why not make wealth off of it as well as using it? So you've been involved in a lot of launches. Can you give people, because look, community is the #1 thing on the list, right? The technology's there. Matter of fact, we just got our first audit back. We're getting them to update some data on it, but pass the audit in flying colors. It's beautiful, right? So we'll hopefully have that published tomorrow or the following day. So our technology is solid, but ultimately to get this thing off the ground, it comes down to community, people like yourself. What is it that people like you can do to get involved and not just buy the token, but help move that token in a position where, you know, you benefit and everyone else in the community benefits from it?
Well, yeah, what you're saying is completely right. I mean, especially at the moment, you've got loads of new tokens. I think there are hundreds every day. And you've got tokens that are rug pulls, that are honeypots, and then people don't trust it and people have been scammed. And that's the whole great thing about TruBadger. You've got a docs team that is there, that has years of experience. I know I have my complete faith in you, and I know that all of you are sitting there, not even 12 hours a day, but 24 hours a day, trying to create value for this coin and doing your best on every single aspect to do so. But as you know, marketing costs money, you know, it costs time and money. And then we have a whole community at the moment of, I think, 1,700 and 1,800 holders. And all of us can do exactly the same as you guys are doing, but we're much stronger because there's so much more of us, and it's free. I mean, we can do the best marketing there is just by sharing to every single person we see, our neighbor, our friend, sending it to your aunt, to your uncle. When we see, if we get up every day 10 minutes earlier and set our alarm 10 minutes earlier, we can go onto Reddit and upvote all the posts. We can go onto Twitter and retweet and share and like. There are certain things like, for example, the Coin Sniper website, where you can go in and vote every single day. It costs, once you've registered, it takes 2-3 seconds. You know, if you just get up and do 10 minutes a day, and we have a community of 1,800 people doing that, that's going to make a whole difference for all of us. And it doesn't cost a penny, just 10 minutes of your time. And if I could say to someone, hey, you've bought $100 worth of TruBadger, which is 6 billion. If you want to make that 6 billion, that $100 into $1,000 or $10,000, and all you have to do is work your ass off for 10 minutes a day for the next 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, why not? I mean, you've got people that are watching Netflix for hours a day, or is sitting, doing other stuff that's worthless. Whereas here you just have 10 minutes where you say, okay, I'm going to have my 10 minutes of clicking on things, clicking on Google 50 times, doing all these little things that really just, it's just a touch of a button, but it could make your own value much, much higher. So why wouldn't you?
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. And I wanted to touch on that for a minute, Brook, because one of the things that we absolutely loved about you is immediately when we started our Telegram community, there you were, and you were doing those things that you're talking about, sharing it out. You were helping people in the Telegram group who were needing help. You were pointing them in the right direction and helping. And what I love about that is you were doing a service before there was any real value in the token. There was value in the token, but you know what I mean? You were doing those things ahead of getting paid to do those things. And I think if we as a community, this is what we train our community to do, right? Be of service today, you'll reap the benefits later. It's the think and grow rich theory, right? We truly believe in that. You came in, stepped in and did that. You got noticed. We were like, oh my gosh, this Brook, he's helping in so many ways. I just want to say how much we appreciate that. And if everybody in the community can do your part to just do, just Brook your day just a little bit, right? If you could just Brook your day, just think, what would BW do? Let's do that, right? It's
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
If 10 people can share it to another 10 people, you've got 100 new holders, And if I get 100 new holders above when I invested, it's making the value of my tokens go up. Plus, I'm getting the tokenomics. I'm getting every single time someone sells or buys, I'm earning more for free. This is amazing.
We have to start that hashtag Brook your day.
Brook your day.
It's absolutely a winner right there moving forward. So, Brook, what are some of the things? So what are you going to do? We're going to drive TruBadger into the billions of dollars. You're going to make a pile of money so people can understand why they're out sharing, why they're doing it. What drives Brook to go? You talked about, enjoying life and love and that type of stuff. Give us a little background on yourself.
I believe that we are all slaves to society. We from the time you go to school, you're taught you have to study and get good marks so that you don't become a dustman. And if you're going to fail if you don't get good marks, and then you have to do this, and then you work for a boss, and then you're brainwashed by the big food companies to eat junk food and get sick, and then you buy the big pharma medication and try and get better again. And then at the end of the day, if you reach the age of retirement, you don't have any money to enjoy life. You've been working to pay your bills. You've been working to provide for your kids, your family. And there's many people, only 7% of the US citizens actually have a passport. So there's 93% that haven't even traveled outside the USA, which is insane. If we've got such a beautiful world and earth, and we should all be exploring it and seeing different cultures and eating different foods and enjoying life. People get stressed, have burnouts because they're in this, every single day, Groundhog Day, doing the same stuff when they're not really happy with it. Many people have a job that they're stuck in because, well, it pays the bills, but it doesn't make them satisfied. And if you had the financial freedom, and for some people that could be a couple of $100 a month, for others it could be, when Lambo. But if you can choose what you want to do, you'd have much more people doing something that they enjoy doing. And I think that is what we should be focusing on.
So my dream vacation, of course, the best place I've been is Fiji, right? I love it, going out to the islands. And I've actually been on the beach where they filmed the Blue Lagoon. With the tribe that owns that island, talking to them about possibly building a resort there at some point in time. What's your dream vacation? So Brook had his, we just hit the $5 billion mark with TruBadger token. And you're like, we made all this money. Where's Brook going to?
I'd probably go all around the world. I've been to, I think, 47 countries now, which is nice. But I really just think I'd go to India again, and I'd just travel around the whole world, seeing every single country and every culture and every taste every different kind of food, and then, you know, teach people as well. I mean, I would prefer, if I was a multimillionaire, instead of giving people lots of money because they're just going to spend it, I would prefer to teach them. You know, you teach someone to bake bread instead of giving them bread. And if I could teach them, you know, this is the way to, you know, invest your money in this or in that or in this and that, you're creating wealth wherever you go.
That's awesome.
That's what I would do.
There may be some people on here going, why is he asking about where he wants to travel to? Guys, that's the reason for us to get TruBadger built out. It's for people to achieve their dreams. It's for them not just to have a full banking account, and maybe a Lambo is what you want. Maybe that is your dream, but that's what this is about. TruBadger is about people. We have the technology. We're going to launch brands and products that are going to create value in people's lives. We're going to solve some of the biggest problems in the world with this project. But at the end of the day, it's the 10,000, the 100,000, the million holders being able to put their kids through college, being able to pay off their bills, being able to travel the world, or like Brook, to be able to educate people to get them out of that poverty thinking in order for them to have a better life. So Brook, let's get into some specifics. Let's go one social media at a time. So I'm not very familiar with Reddit, but now that we're in the crypto space, I find all this stuff and people are like karma and, you know, you need this, you need that, and doing all this stuff. Can you take us through Reddit first? If somebody doesn't have an account, how do they get an account, you know, and what should they do? And if they do have karma, how can they help TruBadger with their Reddit account? And give us kind of some parameters of, you know, what type of people can help us the most. Meaning, if you had, you guys had mentioned something about 6 months old and 2,500 karma. It's like, okay, we need somebody like that. You know, where do we find them?
Yeah. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to put all of the links on the Telegram and the Discord, so that everyone that wants to and feels like they're going to do their bit can just click on the links in Reddit, in Telegram or whatever. And if you don't have an account, you'll have to sign up, obviously, which is pretty basic. And then you can just upvote. So that there's a little arrow on the top, and you just upvote when you log in at the top. You can search for TruBadger. You'll see all of the newest posts. You can also put them in a certain order with the hottest ones or the most relevant ones, or the newest. I always choose the newest, and then you can just upvote the ones that have TruBadger in them. And that will help us because we'll start to get trending. And then, you know, people will see like, oh, wow, that's something new. And it will attract new people that will then click on the links, click on our website. Also, just simple things like clicking in, typing into TruBadger into Google every day. If you do that 10 times a day, it will make the search volume go up, and it will help our statistics, and we'll become more popular. Yeah, I mean, if we all do things like this, every little bit helps. I mean, if I know that I'm doing this a day and it's getting one extra holder a day, and there are 1,800 people doing the same, that means that in 2 days, we're going to have 3,600 holders.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you do that again, it's 7,200, and then it's 14,000. And I know that my bank account's going up every single time this happens. So, you know, why wouldn't you?
Now, you guys had mentioned about doing, and again, I'm new to Reddit, so for the Reddit people out there, don't get mad at me. Don't throw anything. I'll learn it. I promise. I'll get the hang of it. So what are subreddits, and how can somebody help us by creating a subreddit, I guess?
Well, the more times that TruBadger is mentioned in the Reddits and subreddits, the more popular it gets. But then you also have separate channels and stuff where they have, you know, there are certain channels which talk about new tokens. Most of them need you to have an account that's 6 months old or 2,000 karma, or they won't let you post in them. So that's why we have that now. But that's where lots of users go to look for new tokens and new things to invest in. So if
we're looking for someone who has a 2,000 plus karma, 6 months old, that can post in.
Yeah, then they can post in these, and they can really, you know, mean something to us. But also, I mean, if we have any users out there that have 10,000 Instagram, you know, followers, if they just post something or repost something or put something in their story, that's going to help us a lot. And it takes 2 minutes of your time, and you know that your value is going to go up as well. If we have someone that has 10,000 followers on Twitter, I mean, look at our Twitter, retweet it, put it on there, let everyone see, and then it's going to help. Every little, I mean, we've got such a big community. Everyone must have some kind of talent. You know, if it's someone that goes door to door, someone that has a restaurant, there's loads of things you could be doing. I think in the future we'll have a cap or a t-shirt with a logo on it. You know, people could be wearing this. You could put a sticker on the back of your car that people are like, wow, TruBadger, what's that? You know, the more exposure we get, the better. And we can all do our little thing to help.
And that's the collective intelligence of our community, right? Everybody brings something to the table. We just need to figure out what skill sets you have, and we can run with those. I think it's really important that everybody is really hearing this, that owns any part of TruBadger. And I've just got to say this, Peter. So for anybody new who is just looking at this for the first time, you know, maybe you've seen businesses in the past that people have been talking about and want you to get involved in. What I love about this token economy as a whole is we are just simply asking you to become a token holder, help us share it with others. And it's different, right? You own those tokens, and those tokens either go up in price or they don't. There's no guarantee anywhere, right? But it's different here. And I love this feel, this collective intelligence, this community, this whole feel that we have going on. And I hope that anybody out there will find our Telegram channel. We're going to post that on here. Come join it and let us help you understand what we're doing. Go ahead, back to you, Peter.
Yeah, I think that's also really important. If someone becomes a member of our Telegram channel, they're immediately going to get help by so many people. And it's one of the only channels that I've been in. I've been in more than a dozen new tokens. And this is really the only one where there is no FUDing, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt.
Right.
So yeah, you get people saying negative stuff. Oh my God. Oh, we're not going up. Oh, you know, it's 2 days old and we haven't reached a billion market cap yet. And this is the most positive Telegram group and Discord group that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, there is so much love, there is so much gratitude. Gratitude is amazing in this Telegram group. And yeah, I just really, you know, thank you so much for letting me and AM be a part of it, because it's amazing.
Well, I think one of the reasons why is the way we started. So you had mentioned earlier you hadn't seen a team that had helped anybody as much as we have done. And just so people know, on our launch day, we had Zooms going. And instead of just saying, hey, go to PancakeSwap and buy it and try to figure it out yourself, we literally had people on, staff members, that were walking people through that process of getting them set up. A couple days before it, we were getting people set up on PancakeSwap, helping them get their wallet set up. We actually put forth that, and we're going to bring that to the crypto space. What effect, Brook, do you think that will have on getting new people in the space, right? Because we need to grow the crypto sphere. And, you know, let's say there's 30 million people right now in crypto. We need 300 million and then 3 billion. We need to expand it. That's how we build wealth for ourselves, right? The crypto that I have, if I get the market 10x's from where it's at right now, it's going to do what? It's going to go up. So what effect do you think that type of stuff will have on the marketplace? Because you've been involved with a dozen other coins.
Well, I think, yeah, as I say, this is the only one I've ever seen that is doing this, and I know for a fact, it's pure logic, like you say. This moment in time, who is involved in the crypto world? If you ask 100 people on the street, probably about 1 or 2% actually own crypto, and the rest is like, yeah, I've heard about it, I've seen about it, or they don't want to know about it. And if we, this is our unique selling point. If we can reach out to those people that are maybe scared or you know, don't know much about it, and we can say, look, you join our Telegram, no strings attached. We're going to help you along. We're going to help you download your Trust Wallet or your MetaMask. We're going to help you, you know, convert to BNB and this and that. And that is something that people really, really need. And obviously, the more people get involved, the bigger the cake's going to become, and we can all have a piece of it. So yeah. I think this is the way to do it, and you guys are the first ones that do it in this way. And you know, as Bitcoin was the first one, they're the winners. So I think I hope you guys are going to go the same way. So let's see.
I think we are, because we're definitely going to put the work in it. We definitely have the base of the community, as you guys can see with BW. We're going to bring on some more community members, token holders, in order for you guys to hear from the people, the most important asset. You know, it's easy to say, oh, this is our most important asset, but it's where you put your focus on. It's what you highlight is your most important. And that's why we're going to do this differently than anyone else has. So, and the guys, by the way, the reason why I brought BW on, we had him come on one of our marketing meetings, and he started to talk with the passion about doing the tweets and about doing this stuff. And I'm like, I need you to talk to the rest of the TruBadger community, because they've got to hear what they can do to be a part of it. So, Brook, thank you for being here. Before we leave, though, one more time, can you run through what can people do to help and why should they help?
Well, so we've got the 7 daily tasks to do. I think they've probably become 8 now. And basically, it's just, if you set your alarm 10 minutes earlier in the morning, you click on Google, you click on the Twitter links and retweet them and share them. If you want, you can enter one of our contests. There's much more contests going to be coming up in the future. On Reddit, you just upvote every single thing that you see that has TruBadger in it. As soon as we're on CoinMarketCap, you can add that video and press good. You can do that to CoinGecko, which we were launched on today. And yeah, the more you share on any kind of social media, the better. I mean, and also it doesn't have to be social media. If you go to the bakery tomorrow and you see your friend or your neighbor and you say, hey, most people that have invested in TruBadger have already doubled their money if they were in there on Monday. I mean, this is something you should be talking about. Say, look, I had $100, I've got $200 now. Do you want the same? I mean, we just started. At the moment, we're at such a base level that we can only go up. I mean, this rocket still has to be launched. And then if we look at other coins that have got 50,000 holders or 100,000 holders or 1 million holders, we've only got 1,800 today at this time. So we're going to explode. And everyone that you love and care about should be part of this.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you, Brook. Guys, we're going to have to start a hashtag. It's hashtag Brook's TruBadger Journey. And when he's traveling around the world in 6 months, a year, 2 years, once we get TruBadger into the billions of dollars, every country he goes to, he's going to take pictures. He's going to post. And we're going to get him a Badger sign that's going to say TruBadger made this possible, right? The community. And we're going to have him go, and we'll get that posted on a blog somewhere. Let's document your journey. Let's document your dreams by helping us drive TruBadger. Let's help you achieve that together as a community. We are powerful. So thank you, Brook. Thank you, Deb, for helping me out with this. Guys, have a great day. We're looking forward to it. Tomorrow, we do our first burn party. We're going to get the details out for that, guys, out to you. We are excited. Go out and TruBadger.